So the man Adrien Broner, the guy hasn't fought since 2019, I believe, January or February, when he fought Manny Pacquiao in an embarrassing effort where he got mollywopped and washed by the 40-plus-year-old Manny Pacquiao. Now, obviously, Manny Pacquiao is a greater and better fighter than Adrien Broner could ever dream of. But at the end of the day, there's something about being competitive and having a competitive nature to yourself. And regardless, even if you probably can't beat such and such an opponent, but you give your all and you put it all on the line. You know what I mean? So Adrian Broner hasn't fought since then. He's been spending up that pay per view Pacquiao pay per view money ever since. Seems like he's pretty content with where boxing has taken him. But his trainer, because he's no longer with Michael Stafford from over there in Cincinnati. Now he's messing with the man Kevin Cunningham from St. Louis, former St. Louis, Missouri cop. You know what I'm saying? Adrian Broner's talk. I mean, Kevin Cunningham's talking about Adrian Broner's going to become a world champion again at 140, and he will take over the division. Now, Adrian Broner's been saying that he's going to be a world champion again since about 2017. Who did he lose his titles to, as a matter of fact? I think Adrian Broner lost his title on the scales. You're absolutely right. I was even there at the fight. That night, it was Adrian Broner versus Ashley Theophane when AB had a WBA 140-pound title. He lost it that night on the scales to the man, what's his name? Ashley Theophane from England. That fight was in Washington, D.C. at the D.C. Armory. It was April 1st of 2016, I believe. So he hasn't been a world champion since then. He's talking about he's going to become, he's been saying he's going to become a world champion again. I couldn't see it, especially when he's campaigning at 147 pounds. Well, it looks like the man AB is trying to trim down and get back to 140 pounds. Ideally, Adrian Broner's best weight classes was around 130, 135 pounds. You know what I mean? At 140, he still isn't that great of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he's trying to get back in position. Now, if Adrian Broner does accomplish the feat of becoming a, future champion at 140 pounds, I gotta give him a whole lot of credit. Gotta give him a whole lot of credit. You know what I mean? Now, that could actually now solidify Adrian Broner as a legitimate four different division world champion. You know what I mean? Coming back to win a world title, especially facing adversity when everybody counted you out. But can he beat the likes of Josh Taylor? I'd put my money on Josh Taylor. Truth and rights. Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez punches and bunches. Crowd friendly style. Adrian Broner got that one knockout. He got that one hitter quitter type of punching power too, though. Don't get it twisted. You know, a guy like Jose Ramirez, I believe I'd put my money on him to beat AB. But all it takes is AB to catch him once and to really hurt him and buzz him bad. You know what I'm saying? But I think they trying to sell us a pipe dream. Yeah. I mean, look at who the guys Adrian Broner been trying to beef with and or fight in the last year or so. There was talks about for him fighting Lee Selby. I guess people wasn't feeling that fight, so they jumped ship. They abandoned that the plans for fighting Lee Selby. Lee Selby is currently campaigning at 135 pounds, trying to get in title position. I believe he's next up or is very close to getting an IBF shot. So that's more than likely not happening. You know what I mean? But now Adrian Broner is fucking with another 135 pounder by the name of Ivan Redkach. Career 135 pounder. Now Ivan Redkach has been campaigning at 147. You know, he sparked out and destroyed the man Devin Alexander. You know what I'm saying? So AB looks like he wants some of that smoke. Really and truly, these type of names ain't gonna get the man Adrian Broner in position as far as to prepare him for dangerous fighters such as Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. I really can't talk too much. Okay, we could talk about the Regis Prograis. He's a wild card at 140, still trying to get back in position at 140. You know what I mean? Still campaigning at 140 and still trying to get back what he feels what he felt he lost in a controversial decision to Josh Taylor over there in London. You know what I mean? I would put my money on the man Regis Prograis to tap that ass and wax the man and just give that man Adrien Broner that work. You know what I'm saying? Adrien Broner does has experience. He's been in there with great fighters. Adrien Broner's resume is nothing to sneeze at. When we say Gervonta Davis is Adrien Broner 2.0, we really got to evaluate those sentiments because really and truly, Gervonta Davis' resume pales compared to the man Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner ain't never turned down a fight. As far as the only thing I remember him turning down was $40 million. $40 million for what was it, a fight deal with Rock Nation. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I remember him turning down. You know what I mean? He got the Pacquiao fight. He fought the Mikey Garcias, the Sean Porters, wet the bed versus Sean Porter. But that knockdown, he shows he can still carry his power late. You know what I mean? But Adrien Broner, man, really and truly, you gotta show me better than you can. You know what I mean? You gotta show and prove. Show me better than you can tell me. You know what I'm saying? Why should I believe you can get back in position to become a world champion? How? You haven't proved nothing in the ring in years. I got nothing against Adrien Broner. I think he's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Regardless whether he wins or loses, people are gonna tune in. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna tune in and they're gonna watch his fights. But a world champion at 140, he's gonna have to pull a Roberto Duran versus Davey Moore. When we all writing the man off, Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, Regis Prograis, these are top dogs at 140 pounds. That man's gonna have to pull a Duran versus Iran Barkley, Duran versus Davey Moore. Ironically, Barkley and Davey Moore were both from the Bronx. That's what the man AB's gonna have to do. We not giving him no credit. We not riding with him. We not betting on him. We throwing him out to the wayside. If the man can come out and beat these guys and especially knock them out in devastating fashion, oh boy, we ain't gonna hear the last from AB. You know what I mean? We're not gonna hear the last from AB. AB's a good marketer, markets himself well. Despite all the losses he has, he ain't lose to no bums. But despite all the losses he has, people still tune in to watch him. You know what I mean? Absolutely, yes, for sure. His popularity has dwindled because he was the biggest name on Showtime for especially after Floyd Mayweather retired. Deontay Wilder took that spot and became the most popular fighter on Showtime as far as views. Um, but AB, man, still a young man. Still a young man. It's crazy that this dude was washed up in his 20s, man. You know what I'm saying? Man was washed up in his mid 20s. Can he get the fountain of youth? Can he rejuvenate himself? Can they put a battery in his back to get back in position? Time will tell. What the deal? Jed Kyle, my guy, my man, Jed Kyle, what's happening, big man? He's in the chat. Jed Kyle says, what's up, big bro? Big up. Big up to you as well, man. Jed Kyle says, I don't think Broner can beat Taylor, Prograis, or Ramirez. I think they're better fighters than him, even at his best. Yeah, the only weight class Broner was close to the elite was 135. I agree. Broner average at 140 made Garcia look like a master boxer. Absolutely, man. Yeah, I agree with everything you said as well. That Mikey Garcia fight, man, was disgusting to see how this guy was getting walked down by the man, Mikey Garcia, who was a naturally smaller fighter who came from 126 pounds. You know what I mean? But he walked him down and gave him that work. I believe how Errol Spence defeated Mikey Garcia, Adrien Broner could have done the same thing. Maybe not as wide on the scorecards, but at least enough to win 7 rounds. You're the bigger guy. The man ain't let his hands go. You know what I'm saying? The man, Mikey Garcia, beat him with basic one-twos, basic footwork. Adrien Broner was just a deer caught in the headlights, just like the Pacquiao fight, just like the Sean Porter loss. Only fight that was competitive, really and truly, was Adrien Broner versus Maidana. Sure, he got his face pummeled. eyes swollen, mouth swollen, cheeks swollen. His face looked like motherfucking Martin when Tommy Hearns fought Martin on the show Martin back in the day on Fox. Martin Lawrence, you know what I mean? But guess what? The man also fought a valiant fight despite taking an ass whooping. Adrien Broner was there till the very end. Maidana ain't knock him out cold, lay him on his back, shut his eyes, and put him to sleep. No, that fight went the distance, and it was with Adrien Broner winning the majority of the championship rounds. So the best of AB, we've seen it, and like I said, it's gonna take a miracle. It's gonna take some real deep soul searching to get back in position at 140 pounds, and I highly doubt it, man. I highly doubt it. I can't see it, Mo. I can't see it. You know, these guys are younger, hungrier guys. Adrien Broner messed up his prime by, being an alcoholic, not staying in shape. And when I say an alcoholic, I'm not talking about like the man got on some on Errol Spencer's level, but I've seen the man bent at press conferences. You know what I mean? Even when it wasn't his fight, the man just there talking garbage. The man is obviously bent, you know. Adrien Broner said himself he cut out the drinking and stuff. He needs to live a fighter's life. You know what I mean? That's the only way he can pull. Like a guy like Duran wasn't the most disciplined guy, i.e. Roberto Duran versus Ray Leonard, the second fight. Now it was strategic how they got that fight within 6 months, the rematch, which is ample time, plenty of ample time to get prepared for a rematch. But Ray Leonard knew that this guy was partying like a MF, whether it be in Panama and or New York City, when he beat Ray Leonard for that WBC 147-pound title. So Ray Leonard, after he came from his vacation in Hawaii, he had a game plan and he wanted it immediately. If you watch the Roberto Duran movie, it looks like the manager kind of sold him out, Roberto Duran's manager, by accepting the fight before, even without Roberto Duran's knowledge of knowing that they're going to do a rematch, and he didn't have that much time to, lose all that weight and get back in, and, defend his title versus the man Ray Leonard. So that showed undisciplined characteristics from the man Roberto Duran. But guess what? That man wasn't undisciplined when he fought the man Davey Moore and Iran Barkley. Two of his was one of his many great wins on his resume. You know what I mean? The man focused, came and knocked out and beat up Davey Moore, who was the younger up and coming fighter, and Iran Barkley, who had just laid the man Tommy Hearns out on his back. You know what I'm saying? Now, if AB can come back in position and do that to Regis Prograis, Josh Taylor, and or Jose Ramirez, yeah, fellas gonna have to give the man credit and bow down to the man AB. You know what I mean? Because Adrien Broner will have shocked the world. And that's what we love about boxing and sports in general. B-Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. Big ups to my man Jed Kyle. Let me know what y'all think about AB. You think he can get back in position? He's here trying to pick beefs with guys like Ivan Redkach. Ivan Redkach been calling him out since last summer of 2019. Like I said, Ivan Redkach ain't no natural 147-pounder, but neither is AB. I'd like to see the fight, but this is the levels where AB's at. He's now beefing with guys who have never sniffed a world title. Guys who are being given that work by the man Gervonta Davis, which absolutely means nothing to me either. You think I'm going to make a video about Gervonta Davis, Ivan Redkach sparring and leak sparring? Come on, man. Come on now. Come on, man. Gervonta Davis is a joke too, and that's just the truth about it. B-Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments, and I'm out of here. And I'm waiting for Slim, who always come in my videos when I got something to say about the man, Gervonta Davis. Man, I'm waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? Time is of the essence. You be coming in my comment sections, writing me motherfucking paragraphs and soliloquies. Yeah, I'm waiting for you, Slim. Be March Boxing. Leave your thoughts and comments. If you're new to the channel, please share and subscribe. If you like the content, hit that thumbs up button. And let me know in the comment section. You think Adrien Broner can get back in position and take over 140 pounds like his trainer, Kevin Cunningham, former police officer from St. Louis, is claiming. I'm gone. Peace.